Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey folks, welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Dylan Silver, and today on the show I have Martin Tijmes. Martin was the #1 realtor in Texas at his brokerage, eXp Realty, in 2024. He got there by creating a human-like AI bot that contacts all of his leads and sets appointments for him. It's called Accessible Agents, and he now offers it to real estate investors and realtors. Martin, welcome to the show.
Woo-hoo. How's it going there, Dylan?
I'm happy to be here with you, brother.
Oh man, I'm
Thanks for
happy to
coming
be
on
here
the show.
too. What's up?
Thanks for coming on the show.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Let's
So,
talk about the origin story here. I think people oftentimes see the success and they see the end result, but they don't see the origin. So how did you get into the real estate space?
that's a great question. Actually, my background, believe it or not, is marketing, and I graduated from Austin College up in North Texas with a marketing degree, communications. And funny back note, I was actually a radio DJ in Austin for a little while.
Let's go.
And but I was in marketing and doing marketing for a national company. Got let go. Had always had real estate on the back of my mind, and once I got let go from that, I kind of wanted to put my own destiny in my own hands, and had always thought about it, and was like, well, gosh, I mean, if they're going to do this to me, then I might as well be able to. I want to control my own destiny. So got my real estate license and actually started out in Portland, Oregon, of all places, because that's where
Okay.
I had my job. And then I moved back down to Houston, Texas, about 2.5 years ago, and that's when I went to an EXP Con in Vegas, and everybody was talking about AI, and I was like, "What the heck is AI?" Like, had no idea. At that time, they were just using it for like the public remarks, like describing houses online, And I
Yep.
could spot those things from a mile away. I honestly hated those. They'd always use the same words, like boasts. This house boasts this, and it's robust, it's elegant, and I'm like, man, that's not elegant. That thing's falling down.
Yep.
But so I started looking into it, and I was like, well, geez, like if it can, okay, this it kind of got my mind rolling. I was like, well, if it's kind of spitting out stuff like that, maybe it can spit out text. Like maybe it can do other stuff. I was just like, that's just kind of how I get when I start going down a path, man. It's I just start going, and yeah, and so I started kind of just going down the rabbit hole of AI, figuring it out. And anyways, fast forward a couple of years. Well, number one, I did it for myself originally, and then it helped me double my business. I went from 9 million to almost 20 million, about 18.5 million. in 12 months. And then I just started focusing on AI, and AI, the technology just kept on getting crazier and crazier. And I started tweaking my own back end system. And then I started thinking to myself, like, man, I mean, I've been in real estate for 8 years now, and I have sold everything from a $20,000 piece of dirt to, helping first time home buyers to selling multi-million dollar penthouses, even commercial buildings. And I've gone through a whole bunch of crazy transactions. And so now I'm like, I think my time is better spent helping other agents and, get some more appointments on their calendars and help people make some more sales, man.
I love that. Let's talk about the AI transition. So you went into this convention, you mentioned this EXP convention, new to AI, and then fully adopting and embracing it, innovating. How did that process come about from the totally new to now cutting edge?
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Well, you mean like, how did that come about? Like, how did I think of that? Or
Yeah, I mean, because I'm thinking about myself, right? When I see a new idea, it's one thing to think about it, it's another thing to bring it to fruition, and then also too,
right.
as an outsider looking in, right? Because you were new to AI, this wasn't your native language, so to speak.
No.
To jump in there is super impressive stuff.
Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, I've always been more of a hands-on kind of outdoorsy guy, and so to get in front of the computer and figure this stuff out, it took a lot. And but it really impressed the heck out of me. So all this new technology, and then like I said, I just started going down the rabbit hole, and then I started meeting people. I started contacting tech friends of mine, picking their brains, and then they would introduce me to somebody and then somebody else, and then I'd go online and start, researching other things. And basically, I mean, I ended up hiring a tech team. It's my brain, my brainchild and all that stuff and how it works. But ultimately, I mean, they're the ones that essentially created it. I didn't create it, like on the back end, all the tech stuff, but I've spent a lot of time and not to mention a whole heck of a lot of money creating it. And now it's to a point where I would say it is as good as it's going to get. And until things change and everything's evolving so fast in AI, but I've got my finger on the pulse at this point.
Let's talk about the vision. So you mentioned it was doing descriptions when you had just been brand new to AI. It was doing descriptions and talking about what the property looks like and using general terms, and you saw an opportunity to do something different. And
Right.
that opportunity, I'm sure, evolved over time. But when you initially thought about it, what was the idea? Hey, I can do X. And what was X for you?
Oh man, I can book more appointments.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, I would honestly say that, as agents, a lot of us, a lot of leads fall through the cracks. And we're out showing homes, we're busy, we're writing contracts, we're doing this, we're doing that, we're going driving a lot. And a new lead comes in, and you and I are doing an interview, or I'm out showing homes, something's going on. I can't get to that lead right away. I may not be able to get to that lead for another 30 minutes, maybe an hour. Maybe I forget about it, and then 2 days later it pops back in my head, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to call Bob,
Right.
and so yeah, that was kind of the aha moment, was like, huh. if I can get this thing to contact my leads, speed to lead right away and book appointments for me. And I mean, I've had VAs before as well. And sometimes their internet's down. They don't work 24/7. We're all human. They got to take care of their families and this and that. Life gets in the way. So that's not 100% reliable either. And so this thing, I mean, it's a human-like bot that really acts like a human. It At this point, it uses emojis. It can even misspell words on purpose and be like, "Oops, I meant to say Saturday, not stir today." you know. So it's pretty remarkable what it can do. And so yeah, to answer your question, man, I mean, that was the vision that I had, was like, gosh, I could have a calendar full of appointments with warm leads instead of me being the one sitting there just like texting, calling, just trying to find that one person that is, that's looking to buy or sell a house.
Had you launched a tech company prior to this?
No.
So this is, I mean, not a software engineer by background, right? So this is new to you. This is an aggressive undertaking, but you said, I'm going to make this a reality because it's not going to just be helpful to me. It's going to be helpful to other people. What were those steps like to you as someone who's, not from that space going into it? How did you connect with the right people? What connections did you make? How did you get the development team? How did this all happen?
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Yeah, no, that's a good question. Again, I mean, after that EXPCon, I mean, AI was just stuck in my head, and just started talking to a whole bunch of different people, and just going down that rabbit hole, researching, talking to different tech friends, people who are in the tech industry. There was a few people that really helped me out quite a bit as well. But I mean, long story short, it's just like creating any other business, I mean, it's like buying a McDonald's franchise. It's like, well, I've never
Yeah.
owned a burger joint before, but I mean, you have the systems in place and you purchase it. Like I purchased a tech team to help me out, and really, I mean, I had the vision, and then we all kind of mapped it out together, and they're the ones that created it on the back end.
Was that harder? I'm thinking about this from a 1,000-foot view. I
Hmm.
also didn't mention this before we hopped on to the show here. I'm actually a software engineering school. I'm
Oh,
in a
wow.
boot camp, and so
Okay.
I'm wearing a lot of hats right now. But kind of seeing what you're seeing with the AI and everything, I'm thinking, I actually would like to be a little bit more educated on this. What can I do? Well, let
Hmm.
me put myself through schooling on this, and so I can say that when I talk to folks like you who come from the outside and make the bridges, talk to the people, enable a team to happen without the background, it's truly impressive to me because I'm like, how? And
Yeah.
so when you're going out and you're finding these people, was it kind of like a needle in a haystack type of deal, or did you have maybe a couple fortuitous connections that opened a couple doors for you? How did you meet these people?
Yeah, and I mean, I had teams all around the world. I mean, that's the beauty of the internet. And yeah, so can't give away my whole secret sauce.
Don't give away the secret sauce.
But yeah, I mean, my team is all around the world. So yeah, I mean, I definitely had some help with people who have done tech companies before and got into the right circles, and they're like, well, why don't you do it like this, or why don't you do it like that, why don't you you know I know this company that can help you over here, they can do this, they have this sort of team. And it's like, oh, okay, like I had no idea these people existed, or like
Listed.
these, yeah, like this style of software or these types of engineers existed. And yeah, I mean, I just picked up the phone at that point and just started, calling them and emailing them and saying, hey, this is my idea. Can you help? And like, yes or no. And it's like, okay, well, let's get to work. Let's figure this thing out.
I'm impressed, and I think, if I may say it, uh, the the level of learning that you had to do is massive. Now, granted, you're not coding it, but you're still having to bridge all the gaps, right? And so,
Yeah.
what was the time frame from when you saw, hey, there's this opportunity where I can have a way for agents to, or not agents, clients to reach out to me, customers to reach out to me, and they can respond and book it in my calendar, to then making that a reality? What was that time frame like?
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
That was about 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
So at that point, were there tools that were already doing that, or not really?
No, we pieced this thing all together. I created my own bot and again help with the tech companies and stuff, but we created the bot. We made the connections on the back end to talk to, for example, like Facebook Messenger, and I was like, can it do this? Like,
Yeah.
let's figure it out. Yes, we can. Like, okay, well, let's do it. And then we created, ads on Facebook and Instagram, and then boom, as soon as somebody clicks on the ad, then the bot engages and has like a human-like conversation with it. And then next thing you know, I mean, I still get excited when I see a text come through on my phone and it says, "Hey, John Doe scheduled an appointment for Monday at 11 a.m." And I'm just like, "Oh my gosh, this is awesome!" Like it still gets to me every single time because I use it myself still, and yeah, like I didn't have to do anything.
Since 2022, the version that we know of it, maybe a couple of years before that, but I'm thinking, when did I really start to see ChatGPT? How long has Accessible Agents been around for?
So we just did our public launch in February.
Okay, so we're new here.
We're new, yeah, and
I can
yeah, I was using it for myself. That's what I was getting at. I was using it for myself, and then that's when I like kind of the light bulb went off when I was closing more deals and was like, oh my gosh, I could, sell this and bring it out to the public and help other agents. And because I mean, this is a huge disconnect where agents have a lot of issues with, and it's extremely time consuming. So to be able to offer somebody basically a 24/7 assistant that never sleeps at a fraction of the price of hiring your own assistant, it's kind of a no-brainer to me.
No brainer, no brainer. And I'm thinking about the niche that you carved out with real estate. I mean, this could go into anything, but
Right.
the real estate space, how many times are, as a new realtor myself, right? How many times are we trying to get a hold of somebody, they're not picking up, and time is of the essence. Now we're having to play phone tag, and this could all be simplified by a tool like what you have. I'm imagining every month there's probably a new application or a new way that the improvements can be made on the system. You mentioned emojis, you mentioned more human-like interaction, you mentioned, I believe, intentional incorrect spelling to make it seem more human-like.
Right.
As time goes with AI, but also with any business, things adapt. Where do you see the next 6 months, year with AI in the real estate space and with your company heading to?
Oh my gosh. No, that's a good question. Yeah, and you're totally right. I mean, my own company has evolved and it's almost frustrating because it's like I figure something out perfectly and it's like, but wait, this just rolled out. And it's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, we need that. Uh, and so yeah, it's growing very, very fast. Where is it going to be in the next 6 months? I don't know. I mean, I was just telling somebody today that, one of my first clients that I had, I told him that I didn't do voice AI. And this was just, the beginning of the year, January. Well, we launched in February. So it was in February when I told him that. And then just the other day, I was like, yeah, yeah, well, why aren't you using voice AI? And he's like, well, you told me you're not using, offering it. I'm like, no, 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 I offer voice AI. And he's like, but you just said a few months ago, like the technology isn't there. And the technology is completely here now. I mean, it's crazy the things that the voice AI can do. It
Yeah,
can
it is
sound
crazy.
like you, I don't like to, you know, even give a white lie or anything. So, I mean, when the bot engages with people, I tell it to act honest. It's like, oh, this is Martin's assistant. I gave her a name. Her name's Erica. It's like, this is Martin's assistant, Erica. I'm his AI assistant. So it's not lying. It's not saying anything like that. It's like, hey, this is Martin's AI assistant, Erica. How many beds and baths are you looking for? Okay, and it just goes straight into the conversation. And what's the price point that you're comfortable with? Are you working with a realtor? It asks the qualifying questions, and the next thing you know, boom, it's like, well, hey, it would be great to have an appointment or book an appointment with Martin. And then next thing you know, I get a calendar invite on my phone.
Now, I can imagine as you were developing this for your own personal use, just like you mentioned, there's new ways that this can be useful and a utility to you, starting out maybe with text, then moving to different platforms people can reach out to you. Now they can hop on the phone, right? And you can have an AI assistant take calls. Up, there's our rooster going off over there.
Speaking my
And
language.
that's right.
No.
And as you were doing this for yourself, was there a point in time where you said, I'm going to do this for the public, or was it you knew that from the beginning?
I did not know that from the beginning at all. I didn't even know what I was getting myself into, quite honestly. Like, I
Mm.
didn't even know if this thing was going to work. I just found it to be interesting, and I heard everybody talking about AI at this conference, and like, if you don't get into AI, you're gonna be left behind. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to get left behind. That's pretty much how that happened. And yeah, no magic sauce or anything, no brilliant, anything popping in my head. It was just almost out of fear, everybody talking about AI getting left behind. And I do see it. I mean, now that I'm in the space, everyone's going to be using it. I kind of
Yeah.
like to give the analogy of the iPhone. Everybody had the sleek
Yep.
flip phones, that were really small and compact, and then iPhone comes out, and it's like, well, I don't know if I want this big computer in my pocket. And now there's no such thing
You
as
don't
it.
see too many people walking around with Motorola Razors any longer, do you?
Not really.
Now, was
So,
there an aha moment for you where someone came up to you and said, "Hey, how do I get on that?" Or was it a lot of feedback that you were seeing from other people and thinking, "Hey, I have this tool that isn't available to the public." How did you decide I'm going to make this publicly available?
yeah, pretty much the latter. I mean, nobody was really, I mean, I just kind of had my head to the ground, and I honestly didn't even know that I was the number one realtor in Texas at EXP. And I was just doing my deals, and somebody actually texted me a photo of like a congratulations that EXP put up on Instagram, and my name was right there, and I was like, what? Okay, cool.
Wow.
um, yeah, and then from that point, I was like, man, I think I need to do something with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. And you would credit a lot of that to your invention.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. It definitely helped me. I mean, I wouldn't say it was like 100%, but it definitely helped me get deals and find people, and then working those leads, and then getting referrals, I mean, all of that. You know,
Or maybe 15%.
huh?
I said maybe 15 or
It's
20%,
probably like
something like that.
50-50, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a huge increase. That is
Yeah.
phenomenal. So I
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
imagine, the success that you've seen personally was wonderful and maybe shocking, because going into it, like you said, is this going to work? Not only did it work, doubled. And so
Right.
I'm thinking just about the future and what the future is going to look like. I've seen so many different things with AI. I've seen the AI talk agents, so much out there right now. Where can folks currently go to get a hold of you, or to uh, get a hold of accessible agents?
Yeah, for sure. Accessibleagents.com. ACCESSIBLE. Accessibleagents.com. There is a demo on there that you can actually play with and book an appointment with me. Me or my team right there, and you get an email notification. So, like I said, I mean, I'm using my own AI, and I mean, just a few months ago, that widget, didn't even exist. So now that exists. But yeah, you can go on there. I mean, of course, I'm wearing my rowdy realtor shirt. That was my brand, still is. Still do a few listings here and there, and really mainly focusing all my time into accessible agents and helping agents succeed and double their income as well.
Phenomenal stuff. Martin, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, and another quick plug. I totally forgot. I wrote a book about it too. The Future Proof Realtor, Getting Serious Buyers and Sellers Using AI.
Thank you for coming on, Martin. Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks, Dylan.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.